during the time of trying to stop smoking weed, I experienced something called psychosis, and I just would say I went through a lot of spiritual warfare. So before, I used to be a Christian, but I'd go to church with my family. I wouldn't say that I truly knew God. I just wanted to be comforted by God and just to hear his voice and just to be closer to him. So
who were you before Christ?
So my name's Akosia, and before Christ, I just describe myself as very worldly. I did a lot of crazy things, and by the grace of God, I'm transformed now. But before Christ, I was a thief. I was very lustful. Believe it or not, I was a drug dealer. So I did a lot of things to this day that people would be shocked at, but it's by the grace of God that I'm here to now to say my testimony. So, yeah.
When and how did you get to know Christ?
It was like, I would say it was quite a dark time in my life. I just turned 18 and I'd been given an opportunity that most people my age hadn't really got. And it was just an amazing job opportunity. And so I tried to stop smoking weed. I used to smoke a lot of weed. I struggled with addiction quite a lot. And during the time of trying to stop smoking weed, I experienced something called psychosis. And I just would say I went through a lot of spiritual warfare. So I was at my lowest. So during this time, I called out to the Lord, because before, I used to be a Christian, but I'd go to church with my family. I wouldn't say that I truly knew God and had a relationship with him. So I was at the lowest point in my life, and I just wanted to be comforted by God and just to hear his voice and just to be closer to him. So after I'd got better, it just got to a point where I knew I needed to get right with God, and I knew that my speedy recovery was through his grace. So, yeah.
How would you say giving your life to Christ has changed your life?
I think the person I once was, the brothers and sisters in Christ I have now, they wouldn't want to be around that person, if you get what I'm saying. I think God has transformed me in such a way that when I speak to unbelievers or even believers, they can be so shocked about my past. And obviously I always say, like, when God comes into your life, it will make you unrecognizable. So I think God has just changed my life, in such amazing ways. Because I feel like one thing the enemy tries to plant in your head is that you're too dirty to come to Christ. You get what I'm saying? He tries to make us feel ashamed of our past and things, and even our present, and he just tries to make us feel disgusted. But obviously a man in Christ is a new creation. So
what advice would you give to someone that was in a similar position to you before you gave your life to Christ?
I would say that you're never too far away from God, and there are multiple examples in the Bible, like Paul. He used to kill Christians and God used him. So you're never too far away from God, and through the toughest days, even your mum can't help you the way God can. Do you know what I mean? He even gave your mother life, and he knew you when you were in your mother's womb. So I would say just continuously remember that you're never too far away from God, and also remember that you don't go into the shower clean. So don't expect to come to God as a perfect saint. Do you get what I'm saying? No one came to Christ. Anyone that you know who you would call a perfect Christian, they didn't start off that way. We're born sinners. So the Bible even says that you'll fall 7 times. Do you know what I'm saying? And what it means by that is you will fall 7 times, multiple times. So try not to think that you have to come to Christ in a certain type of way. Don't come perfect, just come as you are. And yeah.
Circumcise your heart and not your flesh. Man looks at the outward appearance, but God is searching through that heart inside your chest. So blessed, life in this throne room, that's never stress. I ain't got a toll for nothing, I just enter his rest. Fight the good fight of faith, but when it's crunch time, your heart is at the back while your lips are at the front line, and your life isn't speaking the same.
You've been faithful, Lord, from the ages past. That is why your name is so real. That is why your name is forevermore. That is why your name is forevermore. You've been faithful, Lord, from the ages past. That is why your name